Being an entrepreneur, make it work, is not as easy as they say. And forget the hipster that are in Starbucks with a MacBook in front of them and a flat white, because probably they're still living with their parents. Entrepreneurship is a lot more than that, and it requires a robust, consistent and adamant discipline. And in this video I want to talk about the 3 habits that I developed through the years to make this entire thing work. So keep watching and welcome to the Growth Academy. Let me tell you, being an entrepreneur is one of the best things I've done in my life. I can schedule my time, I can work on the projects I want to work on. I have more freedom than when I was working in a 9-to-5 job. But at the same time, being an entrepreneur is one of the most challenging things I've done in my life. When I used to work in an office, the only thing I had to do was to respect the deadlines. My boss was in charge of everything. But then when I started working as a freelance, everything changed. Suddenly, I had to organize my time, I had to find the clients, I had to be sure that I was bringing some money into my bank account to survive, while it was way more difficult than I thought. And I realized how important it is to create habits. Because we can't rely on motivation. Motivation is finite, it's a finite thing. Sooner or later we will run out of motivation. Routines and habits are my insurance that I will stay 100% productive, even if I run out of motivation. And if you stick for a consistent time with that good habit, with the new habit that you created, your mind and your body will embrace the new habit, and the new habit will take the place of an old bad habit that you had before. But let's get into the meat of this video and let's talk about the 3 habits that I developed through the time to make my entrepreneurial career work. The first one is about tracking your Pomodoro time. I guess you're already familiar with the Pomodoro Technique. It's a method that breaks your work time into intervals that are usually 25 minutes, separated by short breaks. And the method works well because for the length of the interval, you will be completely focused on what you have to do. And this method reduces distractions. I was using this method for a long time, but I was using it in the wrong way. Till I read a book from James Clear that is called Atomic Habits. And if you don't have that book on your shelf, go buy it. In this book, James Clear tells the story of Trent Dersmith. I'm not sure I pronounced the name in the correct way. But anyway, this guy was a stockbroker and it was starting his day with 2 jars in front of him. And one jar was full with 120 paper clips and the other jar was empty. And after every sales call that this guy was doing, it was transferring one paper clip from one jar to the other. And he couldn't leave his position till the empty jar was full with all the paper clips from the other jar. And I added this technique into my Pomodoro routine. When I start working on my computer, I have 2 containers in front of me, one is empty and one has 6 wooden blocks. Don't ask about that. Every time I finish one Pomodoro session, I transfer one block to the other container. So I know that every day I will do 6 Pomodoro sessions. And I can't leave my computer till the wooden blocks are on the other container. Number 2 habit that I have right now is to turn off all my devices, my smartphone and all the other devices I have, apart from my computer obviously. So when I start a Pomodoro session, I turn off my smartphone and I put it away really far from me. Why do I do it? Because if the phone is close to me, I will have the temptation to turn on the phone and check the messages. Yeah, I have a problem with technology. But if it's really far from me, well, I don't have that temptation because I have to get up, go to my phone, turn on the phone and check the messages. And this technique is as well in James Clear's book. He teaches that if you want to get rid of a bad habit, you have to make it difficult. And I'm making my bad habit of turning on the phone difficult because I put the phone out of reach. But at the same time, you know that working on the computer, you have in front of you a lot of distractions. That could be social medias, that could be searching on Google something or anything else. And one of the best advice for productivity is about focusing on a single thing, just one single thing. If I'm writing my article, I want just to write my article. I don't want to think about anything else. And anyway, there are a lot of tools that have been created to push the productivity and reduce distractions. If you are interested in the 5 tools that I'm using on my laptop, well, I created a PDF where I listed all of 5. So you have the link in the description, click on the link, download the PDF, and you have the list there. Number 3 habits that I embraced is about meditation. And this is the new age moment of this video. So take a deep breath. I've been on and off of meditation after I discovered it through a 10-day Vipassana course. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, well, write on Google Vipassana and well, a new universe will open in front of your eyes. Vipassana is the oldest Buddhist meditation technique, and it teaches you how to cultivate mindfulness and awareness into your day. There are centers all around the world where they teach you this meditation for free. You don't have to pay anything. It's a little bizarre because for 10 days you're not allowed to talk. And mom, if you're watching this video, no, I'm not in a cult. I embraced completely this meditation into my routine after I became an entrepreneur. And I have to say that it pushed my productivity a lot. When I'm working, I'm completely aware, I'm completely present on what I'm doing. I'm not thinking about any distraction. And if you want to know something more about meditation, awareness, and mindfulness, I suggest you to buy a book that is called Mindfulness, a Practical Guide to Finding Peace in a Frantic World. It teaches you meditation in an 8-week course. So if you're interested in this book, you have the link in the description as well. So these were my 3 top habits. If you like this video, you have the red button below, subscribe to the channel and click on the bell so you will have a notification every time I will post a new video. Question of the day: what routine or habit make the difference for your business? Reply to the question in the comments, let's have a discussion there, I will read all of them, or I'll see you in the next video. Cheers, mate.